No, the door's locked, mate. Why are you trying to open the door, Constable?
Sorry?
Can you give me a name and number, please? It's an absolute fallacy. Absolute fallacy. You pulled me on the accusation I was overweight.
In this episode, Pirate J. England gets pulled over because an officer believes his van might be overweight. There's no scale, no measurement, just a gut feeling. Instead of confirming it properly, the situation drags on. Questions keep coming, pressure builds, but there's no clear legal basis being explained for the stop. T becomes less about enforcement and more about persistence, pushing for access without clearly stating the authority behind it. The focus shifts from evidence to compliance. Eventually, J allows the check they've been working toward the entire time. And when it finally happens, the result is simple. The van is fully within legal limits. The suspicion doesn't hold up. Just like that, the entire situation falls apart. No violation, no action needed. It ends the only way it should have from the start, with him free to go and nothing to show for the stop.
Afternoon, Constable. Hello there. No, the door's locked, mate. Why are you trying to open the door, Constable?
Sorry?
Can you give me a name and number, please? Right, I've got your number. Why are you trying to open the door?
I hope you don't intend to put that on YouTube.
It's nothing to do with whether I do or not.
Why?
Because I'm lawfully allowed to.
Are you?
This man stopped me for being overweight. You can clearly see I'm not overweight. It's an absolute fallacy. So we can get his bit over and done with, and then everyone will be happy.
Okay.
Right, fair enough then, Constable. Thank you very much. No problem whatsoever.
At all.
No problem whatsoever, Constable.
Okay.
There's no malice or injustice towards you today.
My colleague got your driving licence.
No, he has not.
Has he requested your driving licence?
He said, and I asked him, am I obliged to give my details until he's done his bit? And he walked off. He didn't say anything else.
You are obliged to do that. So if an officer requests your driving licence,
and if I haven't got it on me, what happens?
Obliged to do so.
And if I do not have it with me?
If you haven't, then you're required to give us your name and address and your date of birth.
I don't have to give my date of birth, Constable.
Yes, you do.
Under
If
what
you do
law?
not produce your driving licence.
Under what law?
You are obliged.
Under
to
what law,
give-
Constable?
Under the Road Traffic Act.
That's an act, Constable, not law.
Under the Road
That's an act,
Traffic
Constable.
Act.
That's an act.
The moment the officer reaches for the van door without saying a word, the tone is already off. You don't begin an interaction by helping yourself to someone's vehicle and explain it afterward. Then comes the attempt to justify it, referencing the Road Traffic Act as if simply naming it creates authority. But that's not how it works. An act isn't a blanket power. It's made up of specific sections, each with clear conditions. J calling that out is key. It forces the issue back to basics. What exact power is being used, and under what grounds? The problem is, no clear answer follows. There's no specific section identified because none properly fits the situation. That's why the explanation stays vague, and why the interaction leans more on confidence than...
Obliged to
That's an
give
act,
your
Constable. It's an act.
Address if you cannot produce your driving
It's an act, Constable. It's an act, not law. Please
the law of
distinguish
this
it.
country.
No, it's not law of the country,
the law
Constable.
of
It's an
this
act
country.
made by Parliament. It's not
Right,
law.
If you don't do so...
It's not law.
If you do not do so...
It's not law.
Just let me finish. If you do not do so, the officer may arrest you.
Under what law? Under what law?
He may arrest
Under
you.
what law?
I'm just telling you.
Under what law, though, Constable?
I'm just telling you.
Please explain under what law.
I'm just telling you what will happen. Front wheels onto the weighing plate.
Do not demand I do anything, Constable. There's nothing taking place
Put your
here.
wheels onto the weighing plate.
Is that a demand or a request? Yep,
What
I understand
would you
that.
do
But why is your
is
constable
try-
trying to open my van doors as well? What
Sorry?
for? What lawful reason did your another constable trying to open my door?
I didn't see that, so I was inside.
Well, it's on film, so I've got it
Okay,
on
that's
film. I've got
fine.
his number.
Now that I'm here,
Where do you want me to stop?
Now
On
that
this
I'm
bridge.
here,
Yeah, I fully
will you
understand.
do what I ask you?
I am. I've been
I want to get you
compliant.
on your way.
Yeah.
I need to see the weighing certificate on the side of your car. Is that all right?
You know this van don't do it. I've got the MOT in here somewhere, so I'll give you that.
I need to know your weights.
I'll give you the MOT. That says it on it.
MOT, what are the weights on it?
Right, no, constable. I'm not
I need
overweight.
to see your weights.
I'm not
I need
overweight.
to know if you've committed an offence or not. And I have
I'm
to
not
keep you here
overweight.
long enough to make sure you haven't.
The narrative keeps shifting, and that's the clearest sign nothing solid is holding it together. One moment there's talk that hints at arrest, the next there's still no actual offense identified and no clear authority explained. Raising the possibility of arrest without stating what it's for doesn't establish control, it creates pressure. It becomes a way to push for compliance when the legal basis hasn't been set out. Then a second officer steps in and asks for a weighing slip, essentially trying to confirm whether any offense has even taken place. That moment says a lot. You don't escalate first and then go searching for evidence afterward. If the van had genuinely been overweight, the grounds would already be clear, and the correct authority would be straightforward to explain. Instead, the process appears to run in reverse, starting with pressure and only then looking for something to support it.
I've not
So
been
you
over.
can let me see the weight on
Yeah,
your
so
door.
you can gain access to the vehicle while I'm in here, Constable. That's all it's to do
You
with.
can let me open the door.
Am I overweight?
Without checking your plate, how can I tell?
Am I overweight?
I need to see your weights on your vehicle to know what
Right.
you're allowed. I can't make it up.
Got the logbook here.
It won't be on your logbook.
It will. The van waits on the logbook.
Okay. May I look at that then?
The van waits on the logbook.
All right.
No, I'm going to have a look first though, Constable.
A bit unnecessary.
No, Constable.
Why is that?
It's unnecessary. You saying I'm overweight when you think I'm overweight.
I form an opinion.
No. Don't
have
even
to
start
form
that
an
one now.
opinion
No,
to do something.
no.
I thought you were speeding. I have to form that opinion.
Revenue weight, gross weight, 3,500 kilograms.
But I need to know what your axles are.
3,500 kilograms is what I'm
Weight.
allowed.
That's the vehicle.
No, Constable.
I need to know what each individual axle is, and weighs in
Well,
each
you best
individual
go
axle.
can you go and check up on your database, and please?
No, I haven't got access. It's on your van.
Can you go and check up on
It's
your
on your
database,
van.
Constable?
I'll have to keep you here for an indefinite period then, until you let me look at your van.
Well, that's as may be, Constable, but it's on the
Okay.
logbook, and it says I'm
Why
3,000.
are you being so unreasonable?
Because you're pulling me for something that hasn't happened, Constable.
As soon as the documents come out, the confidence starts to fade. Jay doesn't grant access to the van. Instead, he provides the logbook, the very document that clearly shows the vehicle's weight. Rather than engage with that evidence, the officer falls back on a simple line, "I form an opinion." And that's the issue in a nutshell. An opinion isn't proof, and it doesn't override official records or the databases already available to police. Jay even directs them to their own system to verify the details properly. But instead of checking, the response shifts to pressure, suggestions that he could be held there indefinitely, and claims that he's being difficult. That flips the situation on its head. Presenting valid documentation and asking for proper verification isn't unreasonable. Ignoring it and relying on assumption is where the problem lies.
It hasn't happened.
Okay. How can I establish that without bringing you to somewhere like this?
Because you should already have this on your bits, Constable, whether you
No.
can know whether people are.
No. Would you let me see the plate on your van? That will sort it out within 10 seconds, and then you can go.
I don't trust you, Constable.
You don't what?
I don't trust none of your corporation, Constable.
You don't trust me?
No.
Why is that? What have I done to make you distrust me?
Well, several things what are going on in the papers and everything else.
Have
On
you
the
never met
news.
me before?
It's nothing to do with that.
Have I ever met you before?
It's the name of the
Why should I
corporation.
treat you any different to
It's
anybody
the
else?
name of the corporation, Constable. I'm sorry. It's
Sorry?
not my fault. The name of the corporation has took a bad name.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Your corporation has took a bad name for
What's my corporation?
the police.
I need to know your axles.
No, it needs to know the weight of the
Give
whole
me
thing.
some axle weights.
It's
I
giving
need
the
to
weight of the
know.
whole thing. We'll weigh the whole van then.
I've just weighed your front axle.
Right.
Weighed your rear axle.
Right.
Together is your overall weight.
Right.
But then each axle has a restriction on how much it can carry. And I need to know if the weights that it's told me are in excess of the weights that you're allowed to.
At this stage, it stops being about a clear objective and turns into persistence for its own sake. The paperwork has been shown, the weight has already been accounted for, yet the officer continues pushing for access to the van, as if gaining entry has become the goal rather than verifying a concern. Jay's reluctance isn't baseless. It reflects how the interaction has unfolded from the beginning. Trust isn't built when the reasoning keeps shifting. Then comes a new angle, axle weight. That sudden pivot says a lot. When the original concern doesn't hold, the focus changes. But breaking the issue into new theories after the main point has already been addressed doesn't strengthen the case. To that point, it no longer looks like enforcement based on clear grounds. It looks like an attempt to keep the stop going after the initial reasoning has already fallen apart.
And that information, it is literally inside your door.
Yeah,
on
inside
a
the door.
sticker.
Inside the door, Constable.
Well, will you let me look at it?
I'm not obliged to let you in my vehicle, Constable, when you can do this
Okay.
from there. You can
Okay.
do this from there, Constable.
Sorry?
You can do this from there.
From where?
You know whether the whole van, if that back axle overweighs, it would weigh total. It doesn't not. It's not the axle. It's what's in on top of the axle.
But each axle has a restriction.
Whatever
on
is
its
sitting
weight.
on the back of that top axle
Right.
would overweigh that bridge if it was overweight in total. Absolute guaranteed.
But
I
each
understand how
axle-
weigh bridges work.
Each axles can be different weights.
Right.
You're very light on your front.
Right. So that's perfectly all right. So there's nothing wrong with the front. So now
You're heavy on your back.
No,
so
I'm
I need
not.
to know what it is on the back.
It's not over on the back. It's just proved it on there.
Sorry, it doesn't.
It just proved it. It just showed you the weight.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me what you are.
Constable, if I put 10 tonne of weight on your shoulders, your body and the 10 tonne weight, it's not just the axle. Please do not test my intelligence. Whatever's in the back will push down on the axle and
I
show
do
an axle
understand
weight.
that. I
Right.
know the laws of physics.
Right, so exactly. So why
Okay.
can't your laws
But
of physics
I
on
still
there?
need to know.
No, you still need to
what
gain access
the
to my
weight-
vehicle. That's what you're trying to gain access to.
I'm not trying to gain access. I'm just trying to get some information, which will get you out of here faster than you realise.
Nothing to
And
do
you're
with getting
being
out of it. I'll sit here all day
awkward.
because I'm not being awkward.
Jay cuts straight to the point, and it clearly doesn't land well. He's under no obligation to grant access to his vehicle, Yet the situation flips. He's the one explaining basic weight limits and common sense checks to the person claiming authority. When the facts don't shift, the tactic does. The officer labels him awkward. It's a familiar move. That word isn't really about behavior. It reflects frustration. It's often used when someone refuses to give in and insists on their rights. By framing Jay that way, the focus is redirected. Instead of addressing the lack of solid grounds, the attention moves to his attitude. It's easier to question the person than to admit the stop itself has run out of justification.
Worried about?
I'm not worried about it. Why
So why can't I look at it?
why are you saying I'm worried?
Sorry?
Why are you saying I'm worried?
Well, you
I'm not
can't
worried.
allow me access to the van. What do you think I'm going to do when I open the door? Attack you or something?
I don't trust you. I don't trust
You
you.
don't trust me?
No.
What have I done to make you
Nothing
feel
what you do, Constable.
threatened?
It's the corporation.
What have I
People
done?
get maimed
What have
and
I
die
done to
in the
make
name
you
of
feel
that police
threatened?
name. People have been maimed and died, several in the last year,
Right.
under that name. So I'm staying this side of the door. You're all armed with weaponry.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed with
I'll tell you what I
weaponry.
will do. I'll tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed with
To make it
weaponry.
easy for yourself.
You've got weaponry about your person.
What I'll
that
do,
can be used at will, Constable.
Give me a chance to talk.
Don't
What I'll
clench
do
your
to
fist
make
at
it easy
me.
for you is I'll go over there. You have a look. You write it down. I'll even give you my pen.
No, it doesn't
You
matter,
write it down
Constable.
for me, and then I'll
The
come
minute
nowhere
I
near
open this
you.
door, you'll be rifling through everything. You'll be
You
doing.
want my
No,
pen?
I don't trust you,
Use your
Constable.
own pen. Write it down for me.
I don't trust you, Constable.
Sorry?
I don't trust you.
Because you're refusing to give me the information that I need.
It's nothing to do with the information. I'll give you the logbook to
But
show
that
you.
just gives-
That line of questioning shifts responsibility onto Jay when it doesn't belong there. He isn't required to justify saying no, especially after a stop built on assumptions that keep changing. Refusing access isn't about hiding anything. It's about setting boundaries. And those boundaries matter even more when multiple officers are pressing for entry without clearly stating the authority or reason behind it. The imbalance is obvious. They have numbers, equipment, and the power to detain. Jay has documentation and the right to keep his vehicle private. That right doesn't disappear just because it's inconvenient. When persistence starts to replace proper justification, standing firm isn't avoidance. It's a way to prevent the situation from drifting into a search driven by pressure rather than clear legal grounds.
Putting up another member of the public.
That just gives me the gross vehicle weight.
Right.
He's trying to do his job at work.
And what do you think I'm doing going about my business, Constable? You're holding me
You're
up.
refusing.
I'm not refusing. But I'll get out then.
Why would I want to do anything different?
Because your corporation live on corruption. I'm sorry, Constable. That's the way it works. Right, so where's this super plate then? It isn't there. Absolute fallacy. You pulled me on the accusation I was overweight.
Would I be allowed to look under the
You
bonnet?
pulled me on the allegation I was overweight, and it's an absolute fallacy.
I've checked the weights, and you're within the limits that are allowed.
Right, thank you,
Okay.
Constable. I just think this is a bit over the top. I've had a lot of bad
Fine,
press
then.
in Cambridge
Use
Police.
my details.
No, it's all right. I've got all everyone's numbers. I'm going.
Please don't go forward.
I'm going.
Really brings this whole situation into focus is the moment officers suggest Jay is delaying the driver behind him, when it was their stop that caused everything to slow down. The holdup didn't come from Jay. It came from the decision to pull both vehicles in the first place. Shifting that blame isn't about traffic or safety. It's a form of pressure, designed to make him feel responsible for a situation he didn't create. By the time Jay finally allows them to look inside the van, it's not because anything new has come to light. It's because the interaction has gone on long enough to wear things down. He's already shown the paperwork, explained the weight limits, and even pointed them toward checks they could have carried out from the start. Letting them take a look doesn't validate the stop, it simply brings an unnecessarily prolonged encounter to an end. And the conclusion says everything. A final system check confirms the van is within legal limits, exactly as Jay had maintained throughout. No violation, no further action, he's free to drive away. Seen clearly, this wasn't about uncovering a hidden issue. It was a situation where initial assumptions weren't let go, responsibility was redirected, and the stop continued until the facts made it impossible to carry on. If you found this breakdown helpful, consider liking the video, sharing it, and subscribing to support more content like this. I'm the Audit Assessor. This was episode 12.